growing up in Fort Worth, man, what was Nico Pollard's childhood like? You know, from here up until you boxing, like, what was your life going like? You know what I'm saying?
So I'm the middle child. So every the world against me, you feel me? That's how I grew up feeling like, you know what I'm saying? The world against me is me by myself, back against the wall. Me and my mama loved me. I love my mama. But our relationship was a little rocky, you feel me? I leaned more to my dad. Shit. I lived with my dad for a little bit when I was little. You know what I'm saying? And my sister and brother lived with my mama. I used to go to my mama's house on the weekends and shit like that. I used to get into fights, suspended from school. I'll say that I was aggressive, but I was aggressive like behind closed doors. Like everybody, people would be like, nah, not Nico, he's a sweet person, like type shit, but nigga definitely me, like nigga, that was me. Like no bullshit, but it was more like shit. My childhood was good, man.
So you grew up getting into a lot of fights though. If you can remember, bro, what are some of the things you used to get into fights about growing up?
Nigga, my first, very first fight in the world was at Eastern Hills Elementary School at recess in a sandbox. So it was low key like it was in a boxing ring, kinda, bro. On some real shit, I swear to God, bro. On my daughter, on my son, on everything I love.
That's crazy.
In a sandbox. Cause I kicked this dude's sand thing over, bro, when I was walking through. I was just passing by, nigga. I kicked this shit while I was walking, and the nigga called me a bitch, and we boxed. I remember that. I remember fighting over a watch, bro. My sister gave me this fake ass Rolex watch, fool, and I got jumped. I had a homeboy named Okoye. We lived in Fairway States over there in Woodhaven. My nigga Okoye, the only, out of everybody on that school bus that wanted my watch, bro, Okoye, the only nigga that fought with me, bro. Yeah. Shouts out to Okoye. I don't know where he at, what he doing, but shouts out to you, my nigga. You feel me? Shit. I used to fight. Bro, I fought in 3rd grade over a girl, nigga. I felt bad during that fight. Low key, that's why I should have joined boxing in that fight. I hit that nigga and his jaw swole up instantly, bro.
3rd grade?
On some shit, 3rd grade shit, bro. The nigga jaw swole up instantly. That should have been my cue, like, damn, nigga, you might need to, you know what I'm saying? But see, my dad, when I lived with my dad for that little bit of time, he had me in karate. So, and I wasn't in it for long. I didn't do too much of it, but shit, I guess that shit was all in me, that fight shit.
They meant for you, bro.
My last street fight was before I went pro, of course. Before my hands got registered, of course. A nigga was hitting on my little cousin, my girl cousin. She called me at like 6 in the morning to come over there. I went over there. And the nigga was waiting on me to get there. I came in the door, punching on the nigga, bro. I hit him a couple times, broke his jaw, fam. I broke the nigga jaw like the few times I hit him. Damn. But he hit me a couple times. He had a knife in his hand. I didn't know it, like in his hand like this. So when he posted up like this, there's a knife sticking out his finger. But I ain't know, like a little switchblade. The nigga stabbed me right here and right here. I definitely almost died.
Damn.
I didn't know until after I broke his jaw that he stabbed me though. When the nigga was knocked out on the ground and screaming and bleeding and crying and shit, I got ready to get to stomping this nigga. I felt weak all of a sudden. I looked down, there's blood shooting at my shit. But like, you know, I think that was when I was just like, yeah, nigga, it's time for me to, I had just got into boxing. So Derwin, Coach D was teaching me how to punch the right way and shit like that. Mind you, when I got into boxing, that's when I was like, damn, nigga, you thought you could fight. You really ain't had shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But when I did that shit, yeah, bro stabbed me up.
That was like a turn in your life.
Yeah, that was, no.
Not really?
It wasn't. But it was on some like, nigga, stop fighting in the streets, bro. You kind of cold enough to fight in the ring, stop fighting in the streets. The turn in my life was when I fell off that bridge, bro. And I broke my hip.
Hold on, what bridge did you fall off of? You saying on a car?
No, on my birthday, December 9th, 2020, I was intoxicated. I was real drunk, blacked out drunk. I was depressed. I was going through some shit. And was arguing with one of my baby mamas. And we were driving on the freeway. And I was so inebriated. I was so fucking drunk. I didn't want to argue no more. I slammed the car in the park on the freeway while we driving. She's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. I put the car in park. That whole stop. Slam on the brakes. Stop. I get out the car. Now I'm about like a mile away from my house, my apartment. So I'm like, I'm gonna just walk. I don't want to hit you. I'm drunk. I don't want to argue with you. None of that. And it's a bridge in Fort Worth, Meacham, in 35, 17 feet high. And it's like a creek underneath the bridge, like a creek. That's how I got this scar on my face right here. When I got out the car, I went over the median thinking that I was going, because you could still, so I could see on the bridge, I could see the other side of the street, like the service road. But I'm so fucked up, drunk. I'm thinking that I can just go over this little median and I'll be over there on the service road. But it's like a 6-foot gap in between.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I went over that first median and went down into that creek, 17 feet. I broke my hip, I broke my wrist, I broke my jawbone, my orbital. And this all was before I ever had a boxing match. This shit happened like 3 days. So December 9th, Tuesday night fights. The first Tuesday night fights was supposed to be like December 13th or something like that. And that was supposed to be my first fight. And December 9th, this happened to me. And then my first fight ended up actually being, check me out. So I broke my hip, my wrist, my orbital bone, my kidney was shattered, and I lacerated my liver. So I was bleeding internally. I was in a wheelchair, had a cast on my wrist, you feel me? Had stitches all in my face. I was fucked up bad. Like, people was telling me like, you supposed to die, but the fact that you was so drunk, you didn't tense up on that fall, like you free fell. You feel me? And that's what the doctors was telling me too. The fact that I was intoxicated, so highly intoxicated, that's why I didn't pass away or succumb to my injuries. But hey, nigga, and one thing, nigga, broken hip, that's the worst pain a motherfucker will ever feel, bro. Hey, you would be surprised how bad that shit hurt, bro. Trying to walk, learning how to walk, it still kind of hurt today, to this day. Like doing certain workouts and shit like that, but yeah. And then I found out when I was in that motherfucker, when I was in the hospital, I had COVID. So I'm locked in the hospital, like I'm in jail, bro. Like they quarantine, bro. I'm in the hospital room. I just see one person every day. One person. I can't see my mama, my girl, my kids, nobody. Like, nigga, I was finna go crazy in that motherfucker, fool. I miss Christmas, all that shit.
Man. Hey, that's crazy, bro. Is your shit good, like, or you just have pains every now and then?
Bro, I don't have pains from none of that shit no more. Like, the only time I'll feel pain in my hip is like when I'm doing some workouts, training, and it's on some like resistance. And it's like I'm having to hold a certain posture for a certain amount of time. That's the only time I feel that. Nigga, the blessing is all that happened to me in December, on December 9th. And my first fight was March 9th.
I mean, months that is like.
Bro, I was, and it wasn't a rehab. December 9th, January 9th, February 9th, March 9th. That's 4 months. It was, to me, it was some straight mental shit. Like, I wanted to fight so bad, bro. It was like, nigga, I'm gonna heal up. Like, I ain't finna stay injured. I ain't finna stay hurt. Like, I don't know. It's different. Like, I talked my way into being able to pass the doctor's physical thing. Like, cause really I was in pain doing that shit, but mentally, nigga, I was ready for it. I pushed through, and then my first fight, was that a knockout? What was that? I remember I knocked the nigga out the ring.
I don't think I was there for your first fight, bro.
Oh, that was D. Iverson. Shout out D. Iverson. Bro, that's my dog. Bro.